'Twas the night before Christmas, and there in the dark of my parents' garage did my dad strike an arc. A welder by trade, he was given to flights of artistic persuasion these long winter nights. The fruits and the veggies of this his new labor were born to the tunes of the crooner June Tabor, a parcel of puppets who stood in a row as the music rang round them above and below. How legion they were, and impeccably frozen, the seeming 8,000 with frock coats and hosen, like Qin Shi Huang's army envisioned in iron and beautifully dolled in the fashion of Bayern. Their soldierly frowns and imperial fronds had Dad in a sudden succession of yawns. He opened the door to the cold and the damp, and upon my entreaty he left on the lamp, but once he was gone, a new turn came about, when the player snapped off and the music died out. A growl in the jungle is never too fun, but the very worst sound in the wild is none. Surrounded by silence, alone with these dolls, I felt a fell dread that today still appalls, a feeling made worse when on sinister cue the middlemost puppet woke up. Oh, it's true. No trick of the light or my piping young mind, his eyes made a blink, then his brethren's in kind, and landed in sync on the side of yours truly. I shook in my place as they glowered so cruelly, but once all their frowns became harrowing grins, I booked it so fast there was smoke on my shins. How cooked was my goose, their arms all outstretched, they cornered me fast as I reeled and I retched. Oh, Dad! Oh, my father! You've latched up the door! Did I talk back to Mom? Have my grades been that poor? And what did they want? Would they fleece me like lambs and wear me outside for a ride on the trams? Or scramble my egg with a runcible truncheon and serve me with beans and a 7-course luncheon? A course came to mind on that feverish brink, too batty to manage or even to think, but fate was so thoroughly, darkly benighted I swallowed my sense and insensibly tried it. I called to the poet, who had to be plastered, "Hey you! Let me out of this poem, you bastard!" And then, all at once, it was easy to see that the poet in question was actually me! The ceiling yawned open, impelled by my yelp, and my own hand descended to offer me help. I reached up and down on the brim of my doom, and I pulled myself out of that perilous room to my study, where there, in excitement sublime, I'd been penning this very same verse the whole time. I jaunted downstairs for some juice of the grape, to boast of my safety and toast my escape. With victory claimed and too thankfully held, Merry Christmas to all, and don't let your dad weld.